Thank you to the Bisexual Organizing Project for creating this space for this reading. In addition to the Bisexual Resource Center, the proceeds for purchasing the text are going to go to the Bisexual Organizing Project as well.
Awesome.
A day at the free clinic. I spent a day at a local free clinic run by New York City's Department of Health and Mental Hygiene to get tested for HIV, gonorrhea, syphilis, chlamydia, and whatever else gets tested at these places. Here's the story of the adventure. I walk into the large brick building reminiscent of structures of the 1940s. Industrial Revolution meets wartime functionalism. I feel the weight of bureaucracy settle onto my shoulders as I ride the metal tomb of an elevator up to the floor that plays host to the testing center. As the doors of the elevator open, a wall painted with a mixture of what appears to be benign neglect, autocratic convenience, stale utilitarianism, and pee confronts me. Where the fuck do I go from here? I ask myself, since there are no markers for where to go next. The security guard downstairs, already busy helping to redirect someone to another facility for pediatric issues, did not bother to do more than to confirm the floor that I already knew the clinic to be on. I haven't even received one test result yet, and already I feel lost, afraid, intimidated, and alone. I walk off the elevator and discover a group of waiters scattered in seats in an area to my right. I assume that I'm expected to join them. Their gazes making sure they don't know me, making sure I don't know them, and their facial expressions tell me they are also here to get tested. I don't feel I can ask them if this is the right place or who I should see to sign in. I don't want to break the anonymity that we are all so desperately trying to maintain. We don't want to break the alienation we built up in the ride in the elevator. To do so would be to confront the humanity of our lives. We have desires, emotions, feelings for other human beings. We have sex with those human beings we desire, love, feel for, and we have fears and concerns about our health as a result of those loves and desires. But there's also a specificity to our humanity that's equally present. We don't have health insurance, and many of us are poor or the working poor. Our access to the nice, clean offices of a private doctor is limited. There are various kinds of bodies that inhabit the seats. Most are black or Latino, though there are a few that are not. There are males and females. There's a Latino family, mother, father, and 4 children. A cute Caribbean couple, 2 men, one in business casual, the other in hip-hop cool. I pray they avoid the b-boy blues of a positive test result as I marvel at the expression of love, conscientiousness, and routine in their relationship. They get tested together. That's so 21st century American Gothic. I sit among my fellow public health citizens. The design of the room has us all seated facing a wall a few feet away. Is this some architectural metaphor for the system's forecast for us? All headed in the same direction? Hitting a wall. Mounted on that wall is a television, obviously connected to a VCR hidden somewhere in the nether regions of the office. Snow and grainy noise pours out the black box, filling the room with white noises, irritating cousin static. Someone must have hit the play button because a video abruptly begins on the screen. This video was obviously made as the HIV equivalent to Scared Straight. The video uses real people to tell their HIV stories in the hope of influencing the sexual decision-making of those of us sitting in the room watching it. but the video was made in the 1980s. You can tell because of the way the people are dressed, their hairstyles, and the degree to which their bodies have been ravaged by drugs, disease, and economic oppression. And I thought the metaphor of all of us hitting the wall was bad. Now we're subjected to face a future of HIV's past displayed on the video. I'm already terrified about this test and the impact the results have on my life. Regardless of whether there's a significant reason for concern, getting an HIV test always quickens the blood and creates a lot of anxiety. You don't have to have done anything. It's an irrational fear promulgated by the socially induced paranoia of decades of HIV prevention propaganda. I sit here at the juncture of every HIV prevention message I've ever received since high school, and my memory of every sexual act I've engaged in since first receiving those messages. I'm trying to hold it together, not appear as terrified as I am, and now I'm confronted by this ghost of the past. HIV equals death, in the guise of a video. I wonder whose brainchild it was to play this video long after its dubious truth has any connection to current reality. Is it a disaffected, thoughtless bureaucrat who just follows the mandate to provide prevention messages while clients wait? Or is it a religiously inspired, dogma-supported bureaucrat with a complex mix of pity, disgust, and condensation who plays the tape to scare those sinners into living a healthier equals more religious, equals more righteous, equals more God-fearing life? Whatever the reason, and whoever the person responsible, to me, the decision to play this video at this time, in this place, was a colossal mistake and a breakdown in human empathy. Finally, they call me into the doctor, a 50-ish short, pink-skinned man. He takes a brief and inadequate sexual history. He asks me about my sexual history with women. I wait for his question about my sexual history with men. Those questions never come. He moves on to take the samples he needs for the test. He gives me a date to return, and I'm out. But wait. Where are the questions about my sexual history with men? Why doesn't he ask me about that? Is it because I present as masculine, and therefore such questions are unwarranted in his mind? Masculine equals heterosexual, right? Sex with women equals heterosexual, right? I walked into this clinic to get tested for sexually transmitted diseases, and unintentionally walked into a test of the public health system's capacity to adequately respond to the sexual realities of the public they serve. Wow. Wow.